Good morning. Today I wanted to speak about something that most people don't actually know about me. So as well as being a chartered accountant, I'm also a property entrepreneur. I started investing in property in 2016. I bought my first. I'd done a couple online courses, I'd read a few books, and set out to start my journey. My objective initially was to reach financial freedom and replace my employment income. As we know, employment income is not guaranteed. There's not a great deal of security there. Redundancies happen, companies close down. So I really just wanted a bit more security and to have a backup plan should something happen. And that I would know that I would always still have that income coming in. So since 2016, I've purchased one property every year since. The second one I bought actually just about the same time as I quit my job to go traveling the world. So that is when I then started working with Ross Dugan, my really good friend at London North Investments, because I just didn't have the capacity to be able to source or complete a deal. Well, I wasn't even in the country when that one actually did go through, so Ross totally project managed that from start to finish, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. To be honest, I probably wouldn't be sitting with 5 properties if it wasn't for him. He's really gotten me to where I am now, so I'm really grateful to him, and I'm so happy that I initially engaged with him to help. And yeah, it's been a great journey to share. On that, the journey it's had its testing moments. Property investment isn't always smooth sailing. For the most part it has been. I feel like I've been quite lucky. But there are periods where there's void periods, then a boiler breaks down, then a fridge needs replaced, then an oven needs replaced, all within the space of a few months. But luckily I've kind of made sure that I've got contingencies in place for such times like that. And it's also just been a real learning curve for me to make sure that I do have a robust model, and making sure that I have the strategies in place to be able to deal with that and not have it affect me too much. So yeah, that has been how I've managed to get to this point. For the future this year, my strategy was going to be a bit more aggressive. I had planned that I would be buying not just one property a year, but one property per quarter, so that I'd be going into 2021 with a portfolio of 8. However, because of the current situation and the kind of stall on, or the hold on the buying and selling of property just now, that 8's not going to happen. I don't really know how it's going to work going forward, so that's just, I haven't re-strategized yet. I'm just kind of waiting, holding my time and seeing how the markets go and what happens there. So yeah, that is that side of me, and I would love to hear from anyone that is a property investor. Tell me what their kind of strategies are, what's worked for them. I'm always willing to learn more. Well, I'm not willing, I want to learn more. And likewise, if anyone's got any questions about property investing, if you're just on the fence about starting, or if you've got any questions, yeah, just drop me a message and I will do my best to answer. If I can't, I will point you in the direction of people who can. That will be Ross and Tony at London North Investments, because what they don't know isn't worth knowing. So yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.